Hello. I'm going to read aloud an old story called Ask Mr. Bear by Marjorie Flack. I think you're really going to like this book, but I'm going to make a change to the story. In the story, the main character named Danny is wondering what to give his mother for her birthday. But since it's almost Mother's Day, I'm going to change it around a little bit. Ask Mr. Bear. Once there was a boy named Danny. Danny knew that it was almost Mother's Day, and Danny said, "What shall I give my mother for Mother's Day?" Danny started out to see what he could find. He walked along and met a chicken. "Good morning, Mrs. Hen. What shall I give my mother for Mother's Day?" "Cluck, cluck," said the hen. "I could give you some nice, fresh eggs for your mother." "Oh, thank you," said Danny, "but she already has an egg." "Let's see what we can find then," said the hen. So Danny and the hen skipped along. You could skip along too if you'd like, until they met a goose. "Good morning, Mrs. Goose," said Danny. "What shall I give my mother for Mother's Day?" "Honk, honk," said the goose. "I could give you some nice feathers to make a pillow for your mother." "Oh, thank you," said Danny, "but she already has a pillow." "Hmm, let's see what we can find then," said the goose. So Danny, the hen, and the goose all hopped. You can hopped along until they met a goat. "Good morning, Mrs. Goat," said Danny. "What shall I give my mother for Mother's Day?" "Ma, ma," said the goat. "I could give you some milk for making cheese for your mother." "Oh, thank you," said Danny, "but she already has some cheese." "Hmm, let's see what we can find then," said the goat. So Danny, the hen, the goose, and the goat all galloped along until they met a sheep. "Good morning, Mrs. Sheep," said Danny. "What shall I give my mother for Mother's Day?" "Baa, baa," said the sheep. "I could give you some wool to make a warm blanket for your mother." "Oh, thank you," said Danny, "but she already has a blanket." "Well, let's see what we can find then," said the sheep. So Danny and the hen and the goat and the goose and the goat and the sheep all trotted along until they met. Who do you think they're going to meet next? A cow. "Good morning, Mrs. Cow," said Danny. "What shall I get my mother for Mother's Day?" "Moo, moo," said the cow. "I could give you some milk and cream for ice cream for your mother." "Oh, thank you," said Danny, "but she already has milk and cream and ice cream." "Hmm, then go ask Mr. Bear," said the cow. "He lives in the woods over the hill." "All right," said Danny. "Let's go ask Mr. Bear." "No," said the hen. "No," said the goose. "No," said the goat. "No," said the sheep. "No, no," said the cow. Hmm. So Danny went to find Mr. Bear. He ran and ran until he came to the woods over the hill. And he walked and walked till he came to the center of the woods. And there he met. Who do you think he met? Mr. Bear. "Good morning, Mr. Bear," said Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother for Mother's Day?" "Hmm, hmm," said the bear. "I have nothing to give you for your mother for Mother's Day. But I can tell you something that you already have that you could give to her." So Mr. Bear whispered a secret in Danny's ear. "Oh," said Danny, "thank you." And then he ran through the woods and he skipped down the hill until he came to his house. "Guess what I have for you for Mother's Day," Danny said to his mother. So his mother tried to guess. "Is it an egg?" she said. "No, it isn't an egg," said Danny. "Is it a pillow?" she said. "No, it isn't a pillow." "Is it some cheese?" his mother asked. "No, it isn't cheese," said Danny. "Is it a blanket?" she asked. "No, it isn't a blanket," said Danny. "Oh, is it milk, cream, or ice cream?" she asked. "No, it isn't milk, cream, or ice cream," said Danny. His mother gave up, for she could not guess at all. So Danny said, "It's a great big bear hug." And Danny gave his mother a great big bear Mother's Day hug. The end. I hope that gives you some ideas of something that you already have that you could give to your mother this Mother's Day. Have a wonderful Mother's Day, and I hope you really enjoyed the story as much as I did.